Hello, my name is Abigail Acaraz, and together with my colleague Sheila Garcia, we will talk to you about one of the biggest problems among social groups in which is present throughout the world. Bullying. What exactly do we know about it? We know the definition of bullying is physical or verbal aggression that is repeated over a period and, in contrast to meanness, involves an imbalance of power. Also involves aggression over a period. Bullying excludes the victim from a group while hastening part of initiation of the victim into a group. Why it is important to stop it? Risk factors for being the victim of bullying include having low understanding of emotional or social interactions, a tendency to become upset easily, or already suffering from anxiety or depression. Actual or perceived obesity of the victim is also a risk factor. Before continuing to explain to you on the subject, we will want to tell you why we decided to talk about this subject. As we know well, bullying is present in all places where there are social groups, school, work, at home, in our community, etc. And we want to know how present is in our community. And that is why we carry out surveys of approximately 80 people who will tell us about their experience with bullying. It should be noted that the names will not be mentioned or shown. As we see in the images shown, there is a high percentage of bullying, with 87%. Unfortunately, we have a percent that will not ask for help if they suffer from bullying. It is low, but as we mentioned before, there are risks that could affect them. And there are symptoms experienced by victims of bullying, may be physical, emotional, and behavioral. Examples of physical symptoms include those often associated with stress, like headache, stomach, change in appetite, bed waiting, dizziness, and general aches and pains. Psychological symptoms often include irritability, anxiety, sadness, trouble sleeping, frequent nightmares, tiredness in the mornings, loneliness, helplessness, and feeling isolated. If you know someone who has these symptoms, please talk to him or her and ask what is happening. Offering help can make it easier for them to speak and thus receive help. Everything is easier with a little support. Now, continuing with the explanation of bullying, there's a percentage where the problem is present. Bullying can occur during or after school hours. While most reported bullying happens in the school building, a significant percentage also happens in places like on the playground or the bus. Some statistics on bullying suggest that 28% of students from grades 6 to 12 have a history of being the victim of bullying, while 30% of high school students acknowledge having bullied other students. About 10 to 14% of children have been the victim of bullying for more than 6 months. Most victims of cyberbullying have also been victims of school bullying. Studies show that teachers often underestimate how much bullying is occurring at the school, since they only see about 4% of bullying incidents that occur. More than 40% of workers experience bullying in the workplace. More than 90% of working women are estimated to believe that they have been undermined by another woman at the same time in their careers. Now, let's talk about the types of bullying. There are 3 types. Verbal bullying is saying or writing mean things. Includes teasing, name-calling, inappropriate sexual comments, taunting, threatening to cause harm. Social bullying, sometimes referred to as a relational bullying, involves hurting people, reputation, or relationships. Includes leaving someone out on purpose, telling other students not to be friends with someone, spreading rumors about someone, and embarrassing someone in public. Physical bullying involves hurting a person's body or possessions, includes hitting, kicking, pinching, spitting, tripping, pushing, taking or breaking someone's things, and making mean or rude hand gestures. Bullying is common in this society and it is important because it destroys the self-esteem and confidence of children and adults. It can lead to depression and anxiety, and it will create difficulties for him to adapt to society. He will start to get bad grades and most he can end up committing suicide. That is why we must be vigilant, dedicate ourselves 100% to this task. As science, as future teachers, we are obligated to take measures to generate changes so that there are no more cases, so that the child suffers no more and the aggressor changes his attitude. It is somewhat difficult, but it's not impossible, since we live in a society that is more violent every day. Let us reflect on how to deliver our values, love, respect. Let's not be indifferent to this. It is time to do something. Some will say that is only a dream, but dreams can come true. With effort, you can create awareness and thus silence the silent screams of those suffers from this terrible evil. Call it bullying.